What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video we will be taking a look at Zilliqa USDT and we will figure out what is going to happen next. Now if you watch the Engine Coin price prediction video that I posted yesterday, at the moment you would be up about 20% from what I told you in the video. Now besides that, if you also watched the video, you would have known that I called the rejection at the 2.55 level, and look what happened over here. 2.55 level instantly gets rejected. If you would have taken this short, it would have been a nice 4 to 5% profits, which I did in fact. Not only that, but 2 days ago I was telling you guys to look for a double bottom for most coins, and this is what I was looking for. Yesterday this is exactly what we got. 20 to 30% pumps on most coins if you were paying attention. So if you're not following me on Twitter at _the_art_of_crypto, you do not know what you're missing out. I'm calling profitable trading setups daily, and so far we have been doing well. 45% on TRB in 2 days, 37% on QDM in 5 days, 46% on AXS in 4 days, 44% on LTO in 11 days. So if you haven't yet, drop me a follow on Twitter, because you don't know what you're missing out. Now I apologize for the extended intro, but now let's dive right into it. So first off, we should start out from the daily chart, because that gives us a zoomed out perspective on everything. And right away, I can see that even though Zilliqa did dip by about 30 to 33%, that is no cause for concern. The reason why is because this white line here is a 50-day exponential moving average, and you can see that it came perfectly down to find support at the 50 exponential moving average. And now at the moment, it seems that we are heading up, as evident from this yellow line here, which is a VWAP line, as well as the stochastic RSI, which is down here, runs, which means the way to go is up. So now that we have a big picture, let us just mark this level. So this level would be the 50 EMA level. Let's zoom in to the 4-hourly chart. So on the 4-hourly chart, it does not look as pretty as it does on the daily chart. And in fact, at the moment, it does look like it's coming down. But here is what I see, and here is what I will tell you, which is there is no concern here, because even though we are potentially forming a red candle and perhaps coming down lower at the moment, as long as we do not break this level right here at 0.164, we are in fact clearly in an uptrend. Because this line right here is a 200 period exponential moving average, and at the moment you can see that the price has broke above the 200 EMA and is now coming back down to retest it, which means I am expecting, or at least I am hoping, for the price to bounce off of the 200 EMA. If that happens, Zilliqa will have a very bullish case going for it. So in order to get a better perspective on Zilliqa and what it's doing right now, we have to go into a lower time frame, such as the 1-hourly. And at the moment, we can see that we are firmly coming down for sure. However, the bright spot is the fact that on Market Cipher, as you can see, we have already formed a very beautiful, thick anchor wave, and the only way to go is up. Momentum is shifting upwards, because see, every other wave that forms after the anchor wave is shorter than the anchor wave. It is considered a trigger wave, which means, in fact, this is what I'm expecting Zilliqa to do. As you can see, the stochastic RSI on the 1-hourly is at the bottom. Besides that, this is what I'm expecting it to do. It might come down for just a little bit, and then it's going to go up, and then it's going to do sort of something like this, which means the price would likely reflect that as well. Either we are going to bounce up from this point right here, or we are simply going to come down a bit and then bounce up, get rejected by the 200 EMA, and then move up. And if everything goes according to prediction, that is what I'm expecting to happen. And in order to see if we are going to get this kind of a bounce up, we have to go in and zoom in yet again to a lower time frame, such as the 15-minute. And as you can see, we are finding a bottom right now. However, a cause for concern is the fact that the money flow is confidently flowing into the red, so we might see a little bit more downside before ultimately bouncing up. And I just want to remind you guys that as long as we do not break this level or this level. In fact, if the price actually comes down here to retest the 50-day exponential moving average, we would have formed a double bottom. And by that point, the price will be looking extremely bullish. So at the moment, if you are looking to enter a trade on Zilliqa, here is what I would look for. First off, I want to see a double bottom on the 50-day moving average. If I do not get that, I want to see a higher low forming on the 4-hourly as well as the 1 hour, because that means that the trend is reversing towards the upside. Secondly, I would definitely pay attention to Market Cipher on the 1-hourly for a trigger wave right here. If you remember, I was telling you guys that I'm expecting something like this to happen. So this is where you would want to get in if you are using Market Cipher yourself. But 100%, as long as the price does not break below this level, there is no reason for concern at all. But ideally, we want to form a double bottom at the 50-day exponential moving average, because that would make Zilliqa look really bullish. So those are your two entries, a double bottom and a higher low. Now, what about profit taking targets? So usually the first way that I would like to identify profit taking targets is by identifying the strongest, most significant lines of support and resistance. Something like this. Now, what do I mean by significant lines of support and resistance? Simply, it is just areas on the chart where price tended to react to a lot. So if you can see on this level here, price got rejected once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Over here, price reacted many times as well. Over here, price reacted many times as well. Same goes for here. So those will be your significant levels of support and resistance. And remember, when you are looking for these support and resistance lines, you want to zoom out to a higher time frame so that you are seeing the bigger picture. So all of these, feel free to mark it on your own chart, but all of these levels would be ideal profit-taking targets. Besides that, we can also come up to the daily chart and draw a Fibonacci retracement from swing high to swing low. That would give us extra profit-taking targets as well, but this would be macro level profit-taking targets, which means this line right here at the 0.786 would act as pretty strong resistance, as well as the 0.5 level and the 0.618 level. Because these levels are formed on the daily chart, you can expect them to be stronger support/resistances. So try it out yourself, draw a Fibonacci retracement from swing high to swing low, and those are your profit-taking targets. And if you're enjoying this video so far, it would help me greatly if you could just pump the like button to the moon. It's a small gesture, but it really helps me out a lot. However, even though we have talked about entries and exits, here is one thing that concerns me right now. If you see on the daily chart, the money flow, you can see it's actually confidently curving into the red. Besides that, you can also see if I just draw a line on the momentum waves, you can see that momentum is in fact shifting to the downside. And this is really strong bearish divergence on the daily chart right now. Because see, even though this peak was higher than this peak, the price is lower than this peak. This is bearish divergence, which means even though the price is going up, the momentum is dying down. And at the moment, we have not broken that trend yet. So in the immediate short term, I would 100% look for this level to hold as support, or perhaps this level right here at 0.19. The reason because it is a strong level of support/resistance. Notice how many times the price reacted to this area on the daily chart. So if these two levels do not hold as support and you see the daily chart money flow start curving into the red, that is a very dangerous signal, and we could potentially see Zilliqa go into a downtrend almost. However, I wouldn't be so concerned as of yet, because nothing is confirmed until it is confirmed. In fact, if you just look on the daily chart right now, the stochastic RSI is in fact reset, as well as the VWAP is confidently curving up, so there is still hope. So remember, higher low or double bottom. And here is another thing that I want you to remember. We are in a market right now, and in a market we are trying to take other people's money. So doesn't it make sense that if we want to take other people's money, we need to be better than them? So if you're interested to invest in yourself and upgrade your skill set, I want you to go watch my Learn to Trade Crypto playlist, and it will save you so much heartache and lost money down the line, you won't even believe it. And with that said, may the gains be with you, my friend. Peace.